Get ready for breaking news. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has dropped a major bombshell regarding future awards, declaring that only roles demonstrably performed by humans with their consent will be eligible in acting categories. This is a massive shift, and we are diving deep into what this means for Hollywood talent moving forward.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has officially shut the door on AI-generated content for the 99th Oscars, explicitly stating that AI-generated performances and screenplays will not be considered for any awards. We explore the strict new rules governing authorship and what this means for digital actors like Tilly Norwood and the industry's reaction to tools like OpenAI's Sora. But the debate goes deeper than just rules. We examine the philosophical tension surrounding AI in cinema. We look at why institutions like the Oscars are drawing lines, questioning whether AI lacks the soul necessary for true creativity, and what this signals about the future of authorship and human effort in art. Finally, we look back at a legendary moment at the Oscars when Kim Basinger took a stand, recognizing the film Do the Right Thing, and the incredible story of how Spike Lee found a way to thank her. Don't miss this full breakdown of the human element in Hollywood's biggest moments. Stay with us. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has issued a clear directive regarding the eligibility of projects for upcoming Oscar nominations, emphasizing the necessity of human involvement. According to reports from Vanity Fair, in the forthcoming years, acting categories, only roles demonstrably performed by humans with their consent will be considered eligible. Similarly, rules governing screenplay categories explicitly codify that screenplays must be human-authored to qualify. The Academy retains the authority to request further information concerning the use of artificial intelligence and the degree of human authorship in any project utilizing generative AI. This stance does not preclude AI from being used in certain areas, such as visual effects. However, the push for human authenticity is evident, as there is increasing evidence of big-name actors being recreated using AI. For instance, the late actor Val Kilmer is set to appear in the film As Deep as the Grave with an AI recreation. Furthermore, the use of AI to resurrect award-winning actors has been observed, including the digital appearance of the late Ian Holm in Alien, Romulus 4 years after his passing, a move some critics have described as digital necromancy. While mainstream Hollywood has yet to feature openly AI-generated screenplays, independent cinema has explored this frontier. For example, the 2016 film Sunspring featured an entirely AI-generated screenplay performed by human actors, which garnered critical praise and significant online viewership. This trend signals a complex intersection between technological innovation and the traditional gatekeeping of the Academy. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has implemented strict new rules for the upcoming 99th Oscars, explicitly barring AI-generated performances and screenplays from consideration for awards. The Academy's official statement clarifies that in the acting category, only roles credited in the film's legal billing and demonstrably performed by humans with their consent will be eligible. Similarly, writing honors will be restricted to screenplays written by human creators, granting the Academy the right to seek further details regarding the use of generative AI in any film. These stringent restrictions signal a formalization of protections sought during recent industry labor actions concerning artificial intelligence in filmmaking. These measures come as the integration of AI-generated characters into film production accelerates, highlighted by projects featuring digital performances, such as the use of an AI version of a deceased actor. The news also touches on the career trajectory of AI talent, with agents previously seeking to represent the digital character Tilly Norwood. The industry's reaction to generative AI has been profound. Director and actor Tyler Perry previously voiced strong concerns in 2024 about the technology potentially displacing numerous roles, calling for protective regulations. While OpenAI has since discontinued its Sora video generator, access to its API is scheduled to cease in September. The new Academy rules are seen as a significant step, formalizing the safeguards demanded by actors and writers in 2023 strikes. It is important to note that these regulations do not entirely prohibit the use of AI in movies. Generative AI can still function as a tool in the creative process. The Academy has drawn a clear line, emphasizing that only human performers and writers are eligible for creative distinctions. Furthermore, the industry is seeing related actions, such as Hachette Book Group discontinuing a novel due to perceived AI usage. The 99th Academy Awards are scheduled to take place at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles on March 14, 2027, considering films released between January 1 and December 31, 2026. The decision by major film awards, including the Oscars, to restrict or ban AI-generated content is signaling a deep-seated anxiety within the creative industries, moving beyond a simple technological rejection. This move forces a critical examination of what constitutes art, particularly when confronted by artificial intelligence. Cinema has traditionally been viewed as a profoundly human art form, rooted in lived experience, emotion, and consciousness. Audiences often ascribe soul to films, linking it to an intangible authenticity derived from human vulnerability and intention. Conversely, AI operates through pattern recognition and probabilistic modeling, simulating human expression based on vast training data rather than experiencing genuine emotion. Proponents of the restriction argue that AI lacks the inner life, stakes, and existential grounding that define human creativity. However, this perspective is complicated by the fact that many accepted filmmaking tools, such as CGI and editing software, do not possess soul but are widely utilized. The core conflict arises where AI moves beyond being a mere instrument to becoming a potential creator, capable of generating scripts, performances, and directorial choices with minimal human input. This capability challenges fundamental assumptions regarding originality, ownership, and the economic structures supporting human artists. The resistance from institutions like the Oscars may therefore be less about preserving artistic purity and more about safeguarding the established economic and cultural frameworks dependent on human creators. Philosophically, the debate centers on the definition of creativity. If creativity is defined as recombination, AI is already participating. If, however, it requires intention, consciousness, and subjective experience, AI remains fundamentally separate. The exclusion of AI content is thus framed not as a final judgment on AI's capabilities, but as a reflection of an industry navigating rapid technological change and attempting to draw enforceable lines in a rapidly blurring domain. The conversation about AI in film awards remains unresolved, underscoring that the boundaries between human and machine creativity are set to continue shifting. Kim Basinger made a memorable and courageous statement at the 1990 Academy Awards, challenging the established choices by advocating for the film Do the Right Thing. During her presentation of a Best Picture nominee, Basinger stated, "We've got 5 great films here, and they're great for one reason, because they tell the truth. But there is one film missing from this list that deserves to be on it, because, ironically, it might tell the biggest truth of all, and that's Do the Right Thing." Her remark impressed many in the audience, particularly as it avoided disparaging the film Dead Poets Society, which she was there to present. The moment has since been highlighted by the Academy Museum as an example of courage on Hollywood's biggest night. Spike Lee, the director of Do the Right Thing, was present at the ceremony and was deeply moved by Basinger's call-out. An Academy archivist, Louise, recounted that Lee wrote a note to Basinger expressing his gratitude, saying, "Thanks, that took a lot of courage. Love, Spike Lee," and instructed that it be passed on. Lee later reflected on the moment in a 2008 interview with New York Magazine, noting the impact of Basinger's statement. He recalled, "Remember what Kim Basinger did? On stage, she said, 'The best film of the year is not even nominated, and it's Do the Right Thing.' I didn't even know her. He added that the moment contrasted with the success of Driving Miss Daisy winning Best Picture at the time. Basinger's presence at the Oscars was marked by other notable incidents. At the 71st Academy Awards in 1999, she nearly experienced a wardrobe malfunction while presenting an award. She described the frightening experience of hearing a sound from her dress and managing to hold herself steady while presenting the award to James Coburn.